When Macaulay traveled across India trying to figure out what was the reason behind this civilization remaining strong even after being under the rule of invaders for the past several centuries, he came up with some interesting observations. He said that although he traveled the length and breadth of Bharat, he didn't see a single beggar or a person dying of hunger. People in general were self reliant and happy. He realized that there are two main factors for this, namely the Bharatiya Shiksha Pranali or the Gurukul education system and the natural and harmonious way of agriculture system. He concluded that in order to bring Bharat completely under the subjugation of the British, they need to break these two important pillars of the Bharatiya civilization. To meet this demonic goal, he introduced a law that made Gurukuls illegal. Gurukul was generally run by learned sages along with their wives in their hermit in some remote village. Children across different caste, creed, or financial stature would leave the comfort of their homes and would come and stay in the simple setting of their Gurukul. Here they did menial services, thereby inculcating humility and submissiveness towards their Guru. In turn, the Guru, who was a storehouse of knowledge, would impart these treasures to his disciples. Since the Gurukul was run by sages, they never had any inclination to amass wealth. They shared their knowledge without any ulterior motive or for any financial gains. This meant that even the children of the poorest family had the opportunity to get access to the invaluable knowledge that their Guru shared with them. These Gurukuls used to teach 64 different types of Vidya or skills ranging from physics, geometry to metaphysics, fine arts, farming, astronomy to astrology, etc. After passing out from such illustrious Gurukul, a student would not have to run from door to door with a paper in his hand begging for a job. Rather, all the students were proficient in some skills or the other which would become their source of income, thereby making each and every one of them as an entrepreneur. However, when such institutions were banned by the British, the cycle of transferring this knowledge from one generation to other was broken, and over a period of time, most of the 64 skills were forgotten. Along with this, the British introduced their education system with a motive of creating a generation of slaves who would be brown from out but white from within. Meaning, they wanted the brown skinned Indians to have an inferiority complex of their own rich culture and, on the contrary, would look up to everything that was coming from the West. And sure enough, generations after generations, this education system produced students who glorified the West and criticized their own culture. This education system no longer created entrepreneurs, but simply laborers who would follow the instructions of their masters without using any intelligence of their own. Unfortunately, even though India got independence from the British, we still suffer from this inferiority complex. And that's not a surprise because we still have not revived our Gurukul education system. Rather, we have opened up hundreds of institutions which still follows the Macaulay system. In order to bring back Bharat to its glorious days, we need to get rid of the rotten, ill-intended and slavish education system and throw it in the bin where it belongs, and reintroduce the Vedic Gurukuls back in the mainstream education system. Do let us know if you like this video in the comment section below, and click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to get notified on more such videos. Also share this video within your circle to make people aware of the slavish education system that we are following. In the next video, we will see how the British broke the back of the traditional Indian agriculture system and how we continue to do so. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram.